Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, good evening to the live streaming from Africa Hockey page on the YouTube channel. I'm joined by here, coach. Primed, ready, I'm sure a lot of energy. Alhamdulillah, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, how is mood in the camp after what was a very fiery first encounter in the preliminary stages? Finals time, no holds barred.
We started the tournament with a tough team, Sharkia. It's a famous team in Africa. We draw this match, then we win 4 matches in the preliminary. Then we reach the semi-final. It was yesterday. So here we reach the final for today.
Yes, in the final dance, Portfouad, plenty of experience in your ranks. Captain Idris is regarded as the best player in Egyptian rankings. I'm sure Moksha will have something to say about that. Many particular tactics you have to contain his ability.
You know, we have famous players and talented players in Egypt. We came for this challenge in this tournament. You know, have a lot of challenges. First, the weather. Second, the turf. This is sand turf. We used to play in the water turf. But we have a lot of good players for Portfouad, also in Sharkia. I think this is final will be excitement for all.
Yes, African hockey on show at its finest. It will be Portfouad to take on Sharkia. Coach, thank you for your time and all the very best in the final.
Thank you.
We're back with his arch rival, I would say, the Sharkia head coach. Good afternoon, sir.
Coach, team manager.
Oh, team manager. My apologies. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, my friends.
Yes, alhamdulillah to you. Alhamdulillah to the fans back at home. Yes, the younger side, but all the same, experience abound. The likes of Atef Hamada and Muhammad Amr.
Mohammed?
Yes, sir. So I do look forward to a scintillating encounter. How is your team prepared?
First, I told you and all in Zimbabwe, thank you for this tournament, and the organizer of this tournament is very, very, very good. I hope so my team to win today. 2 teams final to play final from Egypt. That's good to Egypt, but I hope so my team Egypt, and good luck to my another team Portfouad Egypt. I have a young player, more of this player, young player. All years between 15 years and 24 years, but also 4 player only is old in play more tournament. I hope so go to my team and win the final at the cup.
Yes, indeed, and I'm sure, yes, young players, as you've mentioned, the likes of Osama, Mohammed, as well as Moksha.
Moksha is
special player.
The team. Moksha is the captain of the team and special player in Egypt. Moksha is good player and make different with my team. But my team have the goal, third goal in last match, semi-final. Muhammad Nabil, 15 years only. That's good to my team to another time, but I hope so to make something in this match and win this match.
Yes, we're looking forward to lots of entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, the action is about to get underway. Wish you all the very best, and we'll see you at the end of the final. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd just like to acknowledge the presence of a couple of our dignitaries this afternoon, Her Excellency, the Ambassador of Egypt, His Royal Dr. Maha, Sarad Al-Din, CEO of Africa Hockey, Mr. Ahmed Hazi, and from the Ministry, the Deputy Director, rather, of Harare Province, responsible for the Harare Province, of Ministry, Sports, Arts and Culture, Sarah Chalakupa. With that, we wait on the start of our encounter in this means the cup final, which sees the slap on the shores of Mediterranean representing Portfouad. And on the other end, their opponents, Sarah Martinez. That'll be the other Egyptian side, Sharkia. Playing in the predominant white strip will be Big One Portfouad, and in the orange, Sharkia. Okay, this is the final encounter of this staging of the African Cup for Club Champions. Yeah, thank you for joining us this afternoon. Please get in as we enjoy the start of this grand encounter.
إلى الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما ولا يعصيه بسم الله بسم الله الله أكبر توكلنا على الله يا ودود يا ودود يا ودود
So we're calling out to the earlier encounter earlier this week in both sides that meet Portfouad GSU. And what they would have thought was a match-winning lead only to be pulled back to level things up. Pretty much the last piece of action. So level that up. They did finish up at 2-all as the sides make their way out to the park lead. Also like to welcome our umpires both hailing from Zimbabwe, Ashima Shortball, as well as Honest Ball. Very Charlie Costas as Sonic and Chipon out of China. Typical after that final coming in, and the third umpire, Ifris Sunomaka out of Namibia. In the white, Portfouad, and in the orange, Sharkia. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please give it up for the players as they make their way out onto the park.
Okay, he's good to go on nasty.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to Harare, Zimbabwe for this, the Cup Final, the Holy Grail in the African Cup for Club Champions, hosted live here from the St. John's Astro. It is the African Cup for Club Champions. It's all boiled down to this. There were two, and both sides Egyptian. A 2-all draw earlier on in the week, meaning this is set up as a tasty finish for both sides. And they're both to finish up tops of Africa. Portfouad, 28 times champions. So Sharkia will be looking to cause an upset. Also defending champions are the Portfouad side in the white strip. As we're moments away from push-off, it's been an exciting build-up here as both sides have shown a dominant display throughout the week. Which way will it go? Greetings to all those out in Egypt, and welcome to the African Cup for Club Champions, proudly hosted here in Harare, Zimbabwe. It's been an absolute treat having you all join us here for the duration of this week. We had presence spamming from up in the west out of Ghana, in the north, I beg your pardon, the west, the eastern bit a couple of sides. You had a couple of Ugandan teams, Kenyan sides. We saw the Kenyan Lakers, the ladies side, coming out tops. So kudos to them for winning the 17th stage of this, the African Cup for club champions. Ahmed Yabanyao, and I'll be taking you through commentary of this and count up this afternoon for Rising Stars. Shout out and credit does go out to the entire team who have worked tirelessly throughout the week to bring you this brilliant production out of Harare, Zimbabwe. So kudos to the setup with the Rising Stars media team. Already waiting in the wings are the Sharkia side and their orange strip. Their opponents, Portfouad, defending champions, held to a 2-all draw earlier in the week. They've got lots to undo or do. I'm sure they would have had plenty of time to assess that encounter, have a look at it, have a review, and see where they fell short. Sharkia never write them out. They will also feel the same. Yes, they only managed to just get level right at the end, but by no means underdogs at all. I would take this one at a 50 or 50% in terms of possible favourites. Let us know in the comments, who are you backing? Will it be a 28th time for Portfouad, or will Sharkia cause a massive upset as they did a couple of days ago, waiting on the park and good to go? Push off as our umpires start this encounter. It'll be Sharkia out in the orange who get our action up and underway, looking to go over the top early on to make inroads, but looked after well by this Portfouad side. Unfortunately, just getting intercepted on that occasion and putting on a good little fight, but called off of it, and also looking to go aerial. Was that man Ashraf Gomez out of Portfouad? Sharkia managing a little bit of turnover and interlinking so well together on that occasion. The 11 jumper was Abdullah Ali, who sends that out to the back, which is something we've seen from both sides. Never in a rush to get an attack going, but hold on to possession well, get your side going. If it means a slow progression, so be it. As we've just seen there, shown again by Ahmed Masalam of Portfouad, the skipper for that side, Mohammed Hussein, at that left back position. He'll be looking for a clinical display for his side. They have set the standard in Africa. 28 times is no easy feat. So both sides will go into this one extremely cautious. They will know a lot about each other. So just the umpires rather, I beg your pardon, just getting excited at the spectacle we get to witness live here on the African Hockey Federation for Rising Stars, or by Rising Stars for the AHF. It's been such a pleasure hosting the cream of African hockey here in Harare, Zimbabwe. I don't think you understand how it's been so exciting. The hockey community has been abuzz, and Zimbabwe gets to showcase itself on our continental stage. Ben Muchedzi joins me in commentary. Ben, here we go. There were two, and it was two Egyptian sides.
I mean, the best of the best at this tournament. I mean, we're given a run for their money in the semi-finals by USIU and Co, GRA falling short. Also Hippo falling short as well, but all the same, a chance for the crown. Defending champions Sharkia, the younger side against experienced Portfouad. Ladies and gents, I mean, the ambassador, or the Zimbabwe ambassador to Egypt is in the stands. I was just having a chat with them, with all the dignitaries not long ago. I mean, wow, it's a showing of the level of importance of this spectacle, drawing out dignitaries. I mean, Mudi.
Yeah, to take you through some of that list, obviously you point out Her Excellency Dr. Master Agaldin, African Hockey Mr. Ahmed Azmi, as well as the Minister, Deputy Director for Harare Province, responsible for Sport, Recreation, Arts and Culture, Dr. Sarah Charapuka. So, Ben, it doesn't get bigger than this in terms of club hockey on the continent.
Yes, a lot of the local club teams as well are in the stands. They're here to watch the cream de la cream of African hockey. Sharkia, serial champions versus Portfouad, who will look to do a number. Jimmy, Izzar and co. Ashraf in midfield for Portfouad against the likes of Moksha, Abdallah, Osama Mohammed, Atif Hamada, jersey 19, will prove pivotal, both in defense as well as short corner time.
Yeah, I've been so clinical of that, and I'm sure we'll get that first sort of, set piece opportunity coming into this one soon, as Sharkia making their way out into the circle, but just pulled back and trying to find the foot, but looked after his feet so well on that occasion, fighting for his life to get up and regain his position on the park. Sharkia in the orange, beautiful ball down the park, just unfortunately couldn't quite find his mate, was Ahmed Salim.
Yes, interesting to note, as young as 15 years, Sharkia, and he actually scored the winning goal yesterday. A proud moment for him. It just shows how exposure to the highest level of hockey can ignite maturity in a player, as Osama Mohammed, jersey 13, intercepted by his advantage being played, pulled back. Mohammed Amr driving. It is a long corner. Is jersey 22 regarded as the best player in Egypt? I tell you, my good mate Moksha El Galaini will have something to say about that. His opposite, jersey 10, he is and captain of Sharkia.
We'll have his work cut out this afternoon, Ben. He's got to lead his young side, his youngest side. Portfouad may seem well experienced. Man, just the intensity picking up, Ben. Last week, this time last week, same teams took to the park on day one of this tournament. Portfouad thinking, well, we've done this, it's all in the bag. And with about 3 seconds on the clock, a circle entry, a short corner, bang. Even Stevens, will see you in the final.
I mean,
sets the week up brilliantly.
I can't believe it's been a week, Moody. It feels like just yesterday that we were thrilled and entertained to that opening encounter between these two Egyptian sides. Zamalek sends it to Ragab Mohammed, overhead, finds Ali Walid, jersey 23, hounded by Abdallah, jersey 11, but not 5. Into the D it goes. Both sides really sussing themselves out, similar to their first outing, but expect a lot of energy, especially in the second half. That man will have a stamp on this match one way or another. He's a serial player of the tournament. Speaking of which, we need to find or choose a player of the tournament for the women. I mean,
where do you even start? Where do you even start? There were ladies and sides. For example, we'll talk of Hippo captain Mujiba. He didn't make it to the final, but was so instrumental and had a say in each and every single game. As they go over the top, Sharkia turn them over and looking to work themselves up to the park again. I talked earlier about how there's not really a great deal of rush to get up the park. You can slow things down, you can work your way around, find the best opportunity, take it. And that's what they've done on this occasion as they set off on this attack. Weighing out options out to the middle. Impeded and brought back, so we'll certainly look to take full advantage. Sharkia, they've got to run it to the right-hand side. Decides on the left. He'll be wanting to get past that first defender, which he's done quite well with that brilliant pass. Ball into the circle, but looked after well by Portfouad. 6:37 remaining in this the first quarter of what's been a tactical masterpiece thus far, Ben.
Indeed, Portfouad very structured, playing the full length and width of the field, trying to decongest. They trust each other, they know each other well. Captain Idris in jersey number 2 there, with the red glove right on the halfway line. Experienced campaigner Zamalek in the orange boots, jersey 13. Chance here for Izza with the shot! Izza with the goal! Cometh the man, cometh the hour. Advantage Portfouad, best player in Egypt for a reason.
Yeah, I like that as a call from the team analyst up here with us. Much excitement and kudos to Portfouad, who I tipped, Ben, to be champions here. They go 1-0 up. I am 1-0 up over you as well.
Well, it's not over until Ben sings. And
Ben, you don't look that fat. You kind of look like a guy. No fat lady here.
yes, yes, the voice to talk I have, but equally so talented to even sing in many an opera house across Europe. You can book my services.
The dingy ones that you find in like Down Street at like 2 a.m. on a Thursday evening.
Not at all. The Colosseum. The Colosseum. Follow my socials. A few snippets here and there. All the same. 1 up. Advantage Portfouad. I do expect a rally from Sharkia, who will definitely not panic. They just need to maintain their shape. Look for those triggers. Ragab Mohammed scanning. Intercept from Moksha. Abdallah puts on the pace. Play on signaled. Jimmy under the arm ball through. Ahmed Reda watched closely. It is a long corner. It's nice to note that up front, Mohammed Amr, jersey 25, assisted with Ahmed Reda, jersey 17. Reda is the one who does most of the running, as Moksha is hot on attack, hounded by 3 players, including...
Oh, still going, Ben. Putting on a real show. Is that you tomorrow?
Looks like a card is coming. 3 of the top Egyptian players for Portfouad. Zamalek, Izza and Ashraf. One had to take one for the team there. The card does go to Ashraf, jersey 20. Play on, signaled, sent it to the D, intercepted by Jimmy. Reverse stick, through ball. Mohammed Amr, Atif Hamada, Mohammed Amr, to Zaid. Firm ball through here into midfield. It is that man, Izza. Accelerates, impeded by Mohammed, or Osama Mohammed. Identifying the danger there, the danger man, the goal scorer. You don't want to give him space. He's proved why. Portfouad leading 1-0.
Yeah, absolutely. And the man for the occasion as a Portfouad side build themselves up quite patiently at the back. Mohammed Abdallah putting on a good show, and just calling for some more intensity really from the sidelines. With 3 minutes and 13 seconds to go here, Portfouad up in the lead.
Yes, Mohammed Amr, using his experience, just Moksha. Build up for Sharkia. Can they find an answer?
A bit of appeals and umpire onto it. Don't worry, boys. I got this, says Mr. Mashoko. As Portfouad turned on over. And here we go.
Wasn't 5 for sure. And despite the appeals from number 8, Tarek Mustafa there, it is a penalty corner time for Sharkia. Up steps Atef Hamada.
Cometh the men to equalise. 2:24 from our first break, Ben. It doesn't get bigger than this. These sides, honestly, will be clinical enough to convert when these opportunities stick up in occasions such as this. The cup final of the African Cup for Club Champions, hosted here proudly in Harare, Zimbabwe. It's been such a real pleasure to have all of you join us here in the southern part of our beautiful continent.
Slip to Mohamed Monsia! Decisive! Opposite direction it goes. Deflected.
Oh, brilliant celebration. You love to see it from the Sharkia boys. In that number 13 jumper for Sharkia, Mohamed Albert Dessan equals us, or brings things level in Harare, Zimbabwe. Brilliant celebration. They're getting the crowd behind them, Ben. It doesn't get better than this.
Youth rely on energy. Youth rely on support. Getting their crowd on their side could do them a world of good. They have drawn level. It is 1-1. 2 to go. Disappointment for Portfouad, but
it's 2 minutes is a call from downstairs.
It's Ismat Zaid, who is carrying a hamstring injury. Over the top, Moksha finding number 8. It is Mustafa Gamal into the D. Lifted ball. Ragab Mohammed.
Ben, can we just talk about the intensity and just the standard of play picking up?
Oh boy. You have to be here in Harare. You have to be here in Zimbabwe. The hosts for the 2026 Africa Cup for Club Champions. It is the champions. Well, both teams gunning to be champions. Defending champions. Over the top to Jimmy. By himself in the D. Not 5. It is a short corner. Not picked up. Elusive in his movement. Old head, but he knows where to be, where to move to. I mean, a chance here, golden chance to pull ahead once again. Do Portfouad. Huddle. Time is moving. 13 seconds on the clock for the short corner to happen. Ashraf is injected by Jimmy. It goes to Ashraf. Iza with the drag flick. Saved by goalkeeper. Number 16, Gamal Mohammed, standing tall. Long corner here for Portfouad. Ashraf, jersey 20. Ashraf, back to Ragab Mohammed, to Captain Idris, drives forward, checks, back to Ragab Mohammed, scans forward, overhead into the D, finds the free player, number 14, It is cleared straight over the baseline by experienced Mohammed Amr. Unfortunate piece of play there as he tried to get the ball away from danger, but conceding the short corner with just 18 seconds on the clock. A chance for the advantage as we go towards the end of the first quarter, Moody.
Ben, it's been a real treat, a real pleasure to have both sides showing us what they're capable of in this all-Egyptian final, which this nation will take great pride of or from, as Portfouad look to inject this short corner and possibly give themselves an even healthier lead in this one. And that short corner attempt, well, they'll have yet another crack.
Yes, goalkeeper there in 16 jumper Gamal Mohammed up to the task, up to the trickery and wizardry of Izza, jersey 22. Forced to go back to that huddle to debate what it will be. We are poised. Jimmy to inject. It goes to captain, slips to Izza. It is a retake for the short corner.
Well, they'll have yet another crack here, both sides. And boy, oh boy, are we being treated to masterclass here. They will have a couple of variations under their belt. And here we go. At the third time of asking, deadlocked at the break, 1-1. Portfouad slips it to the left-hand side, and unfortunately, we will get to the break. Unfortunately for Portfouad, they won't convert. We, however, Ben, in this African Cup for club champions, get to our first break, 1-1. Look at the site.
Save it for the intro.
So the African Cup for club champions, which sees Sharkia a finals regular. And if African hockey had a dynasty, Sharkia would live there with what, that many championships. And then you look at the other side, Portfouad, pretty much known as the grinders, Ben. Not always flashy, but tough as nails, and they get the job done.
Oh, indeed, they do get the job done. The experience shows, but all the same, these youngsters of Sharkia, they mean business. They are no pushover. They hold that crown of 20-time champions.
You look at that goal scorer, Ben Mohammed, Hasnaini Abdelsan, getting the job done, and he was absolutely pumped. You could see the veins to his neck as he celebrated that goal.
That is enthusiasm. That is passion. That's why I chose the sport of hockey.
Yeah, you wouldn't know how he felt in that moment, you know, at that age rather, because for obvious reasons. My co-commentator, Mr. Ben Muchedzi, a fossil to this planet. He's seen it all, been there. Talk about dinosaurs, talk about when let there be light, he was there.
I earned my first senior cap
In
At
what
the-
year?
2008,
I was in grade 1.
right? I played under 16 twice. I played under 17, under 18, and then went on to the junior side, and then into the senior side. SADC tournament, 2008, 2009, I featured in that. The Olympic qualifiers, I featured in that. I've got a handful of caps, Moody. I am top goal scorer for a reason.
Yeah, you know, with the experience of, you know, playing for so many years, one would expect my co-commentator to hold on to that. I don't know what my director has to say about that, Mr. Kays Tembo. Shout out to you, ladies and gentlemen. If you've been appreciative of just this production that's come your way over the last, what be it, 8 whatever days, Kays Tembo is the name. Remember the name,
Yes,
Kays Tembo.
shout out Baba Rua. I'm sure the family is watching back home. Carol and baby girl Rua, undoubtedly proud. Myself, also proud as your
Keeps
trustee.
us in check as well.
Yeah, I mean,
When we speak all the nonsense we bring you.
for myself, also coach, big brother, 2Ks, now colleague in the business world. I mean, he's come in leaps and bounds. Interesting fact, Ks started Rising Stars Media with a cell phone. And then credit Raymond Buchanan, Lease hired him a camera. The rest is history. And today,
On the
Oh.
African circuit.
the world circuit, I'm sure far and wide, even the FIH committee there also sharing this stream to the world, for the world to see. The man knows what it means to start from literally nothing. It was just a cell phone to bring you the best in quality. Shout out Kays Tembo, our TV.
Just a little peace sign. Hang on, if you're out there, you know how to get the job done, get in touch.
Get in touch, you shall. I mean, for me to be top goal scorer, he is definitely top assists, because without him and our telepathy on the field, wouldn't be able to do the job. We are a menace. We will continue
Whoa, slow down right there.
to cause
You are a menace. Okay.
combination.
No, don't badmouth him.
It's a combination. Back to the field, ladies and gentlemen. Esmat Zaid into Moksha. Scans, looks forward. Mohammed Mansour just eluded as well with Abdallah, jersey 11. As Ragab goes aerial, straight back to Osama. Mohammed carries, finds Mohammed Mansour. Tries to go through.
Tumble time. As Portfouad, well, they'll be defending their lines at the moment. Sharkia, can they create something? Can they create a moment of brilliance to get themselves ahead? And this one, I just loving the atmosphere at the moment. Both dugouts very cagey, pacing up and down. There's lots of conversation taking place. Lots of different analysts for, you know, different roles, all giving in their input. And, you know, that just shows the standard of where we are. And an easy tap-in for Sharkia. I pointed out the young side. Sharkia out into the lead with their trademark celebration. They take a 2-1 lead.
That man, Mohammed Mansour Abderraham, on the mark, jersey 9 it was. What a finish. What vision from Osama Mohammed on the sideline. Cool, calm and collected, ladies and gentlemen. Sharkia pull ahead in the second quarter, 2-1.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Here we go, Ben. Didn't see too much of a lead in the last encounter. Tell you what, in the second quarter, 9:22 out. Sharkia and the orange. So here we go. We're going to add another African title. However, they still are far from home, Ben.
Yes, sir, very far from home. Still early doors. A whole 9 to play to halftime. in another 30 minutes, a chance at glory. Repeat champions are Sharkia, but Portfouad might be down a goal, but definitely not out. It is heated. Izar goes to the baseline against Moksha. Appealing for the foot shot from Jimmy. It is frantic in there. I mean, they're moving so fast, Moody. I can't keep up with who's got possession and all. But calm down, screams umpire Menashe Mashoko as a goalkeeper Gamal Mohammed just fixing his kit. Here's a bit of a question. So just take a little break as he adjusts his straps. It's hard to keep up with this one, with the pace, with the intensity, Moody. I mean, you can't, if you don't have a full glass or tumbler right now, well, it can wait, because you snooze, you'll definitely lose out on what is proving to be a blinder of a final.
Yeah, Ben, it honestly does not get bigger than this. Sharkia out into the lead. The other side that you are backing, that you have said will get to the promised land, I've gone for the men in white. With our analyst up here, I'm backing his side, the Portfouad man.
Yes, I'm backing number 10 here, Moksha Algamaini,
buddy,
and his charges the youth to prove a point.
Speaking about it, then it should be the other way around. You should be going with Portfouad and I should be Sharkia.
Well,
not backing my age mates as Portfouad over the top finds his man at ease. So into the circle, looking for a possible infringement, get aside some advantage. Lining up that tomahawk attempt and goal time for Portfouad, and it is that man in the 13 jumper, Ahmed, I beg your pardon, 14, Ahmed Marsalam, who gets his side level in this second quarter. Wild work move up to the top of the circle, turn his defender around, off you go. I'll get my side into it.
يلا زمالك بقى زمالك كسبنا زمالك ان شاء الله
As we carry on this action out to the middle of the park and just runs away from the Portfouad gentleman. And then up at the top, working around the baseline. Oh, he's just taken that ball pretty much right past his own line in defense. That could have gone easily wrong. However, being sent onto the park for Portfouad and the number 9 jumper. Just below me is Mohammed Sagul, who is also a goal scorer, lining up in the wings as well. In 21, Al Agbamal. So a good shift, a good battle. And joining him on the park as well be Mohammed Abdullah, who unfortunately his first touch won't come over his stick, but rather his foot. Now Sharkia with a brilliant little touch. He doesn't quite manage to get away from the defender, but end-to-end stuff at the moment. Possession swapping at regular intervals, just runs away. But you've got to give credit to that man in the 22 jumper for Sharkia, Saeed Abdul Rahman, running these changes. Oh, the Portfouad side realizing the moment intensity in this game. Well, you can't drop it all. It's got to stay on the same level. As their opposition continue to hammer at their defenses, cracking it down the line through the middle of the park into the circle. Beautiful first touch. Is he able to regain possession? He's got a man in the circle. He's through into the circle. Got to put a shot away and beat it, or rather, ball taken right off his stick. Credit to Ahmed Salim, Ben.
was just taking in the big ones there. I mean, I'm beginning to choke on my own words a bit. It's too hot out there. It is too hot as the sun begins to set on this beautiful strip of St. John's College Astro. Moksha into the D. He goes, Moksha! Almost there. Advantage having been played.
Only minutes away from the break, all appealing, but he had the shot. Relax. The Sharkia gents, they were wanting that advantage. They were wanting it full on.
As we just give a special shout out to those who have made this tournament possible. Especially the players themselves for giving it their all, entertaining us from day one to this present moment. Packers Services, Believe Sports, Mr. Chando, Aerial School, Health Point with the medics, 360 Car Hire, Rooney's, Garfunkel's, Zimbabwe Hockey, the Sport and Recreation Commission, Africa Hockey Federation, and of course the men bringing you the live feed right here in Harare, Zimbabwe, the 2026 Africa Cup for Club Champions, Rising Stars Media.
Just working his way up the park now for his Portfouad side was the man in the 21 jumper. Ali Akbermald into the circle, but the Sharkia side just doing enough to keep themselves in this one. Even Stevens, as we are 3 minutes and 45 seconds from our big break. It's the skipper out of the Sharkia side in the 10 jumper, still going a good little run, but he's called back. Ahmed Alganani.
Apologies for the colorful language.
It's getting exciting, and this is why we're here, Ben.
Indeed, Moody, indeed. Stick shield, as you did see just before the defender could have a jab at the ball, he just covered it to protect it. He should have maybe moved it. Umpire Mashoko right on as Osama Mohammed leads forward, is hounded. It is frantic out there.
Boy, oh boy, where will this end? Stick us your predictions in the comments. I've gone for the men in white Portfouad. Ben, state your case.
Sharkia, it is the men in orange. I love orange as a color. Will be a card coming. A green card for Tariq Mustafa. We want to see who your money is on in the comments. Shout out Tendai Hatendi, cheering on colleague umpire Menashe Mashoko. And just the three comments.
What's the third one, Ben?
Well, it's written in
Arabic, so I'll give you a translation quick. We'll go to chat.
good skill at the base there. Twisting, turning. Twisting, hounded. Appeals for a short corner. Cleverly, Iza just push that ball away. They just need to get a grip on things and get on with it.
Then that third comment said, oh God, victory for Sharkia Club, God willing.
Inshallah. Inshallah. Ashraf, first man facing Moksha. Al Sayed over the stick attempt, not quite the goods. Does come off the ankle there of Al Saeed Ahmed, jersey 2, reprieve for Portfouad.
So Ben with, what, 30-odd seconds remaining on the clock here. At this, the end of the second quarter, in this, the cup final, which sees two Egyptian sides take out to the park. It is Sharkia taking on Portfouad, both Egyptian sides, so showing true dominance of the Egyptians at the moment. Slips through the back, and unfortunately doesn't quite come off for Sharkia, looking to make an entry, but taken off it by the Portfouad side with, what, 10-odd seconds remaining on the clock. They will want to slow it down as they will get to this break at level peggings, which is exactly how we want it to set up a final and exciting second half.
Ladies and gentlemen, now that is it. We definitely need a breather. Both sets of teams giving it their all, deadlocked, 2 apiece. Second half, not one to miss. Coming to you live after this halftime interval. Stay tuned.
into this, the final 30 of the African Cup for Club Champions. In its final, which sees Portfouad take on Sharkia. Even Stevens at the moment, 2-all. Pretty much a score in that last encounter this time last week. However, things have notched up just a little bit, if not a slightly bit more. We're up to the cup final, Ben.
Yes, evenly poised. Both sets of camps are very vocal, urging, spurring each other. Some almost pulling each other apart. Disagreements, maybe just willing their teammates to really stand up and be counted, as both sides are in a huddle. As Accc Hamada and co, the wise head of Mohammed Amr there, having that word as the lights are on in the beautiful evening sky.
Now the sun's just set behind us. Wish you could have seen that. Nothing does it better than Southern Africa. I do take that back. I'm sure when I do visit Watamu eventually, when I crack nod from the Kenyan authorities, I'll witness one hell of a beautiful sunset out in Watamu. I think the Kenyans have won my heart. They did before they got here, for that sole fact, as that's on my bucket list to visit there. Nonetheless,
I'm sure
Egypt also has some absolute pearls.
Indeed, indeed, home of the pyramids, home of the Nile. That stretches.
That'll also be something on there, eh? Sunset cruise on the Nile River.
I'd love to jet ski on the Nile. And tubing, I am a sport enthusiast, live on adrenaline. All to play for, ladies and gents. The second half is underway. Ooh. It is so difficult to split it. Will it go down to one-on-ones?
Can I be honest? I would like not to see that, actually. I would rather prefer, you know, someone gets the business done and dusted within normal time. Now the question is, which side will it be? If that is how this will pan out, Ben. Otherwise, again, it will be our last three playoffs all going and being decided with that way.
Yes, so all the silky play are saved for the finals. And one-on-ones, literally. It is Abdallah on the ball, jersey 11. Does get the advantage. Abdallah on the ball. Leaves it. Moksha. Osama Mohammed. Into the D.
Prompt as anything. Oh, the Sharkia gents, I mean, you could see them getting around each other. High fives all over the show. Even in the comms box, I'm forcing Ben to give me a high five.
You might be questioning why that was given a short corner. Osama Mohammed literally one-timed it, was preparing to pull the trigger. The defensive player was encroached in the 5. It's a scoring opportunity, short corner, no qualms. Brilliant call, umpire Munashe Mashoko.
Oh, good call. I mean, he's had a very good day. It's not easy handling an encounter of this magnitude. Mr. Munashe Mashoko, a good friend as well.
Injection. Accc Hamada towards goal. Play to the whistle signaled.
Oh, a flick it'll be. Oh my goodness. Turned on its head here. And Harare, who do they send forward? The Sharkia side. Or not, I beg your pardon, just a rebirth of that short corner. But boy, oh boy, has the heat surely been turned on here. It'll be Sharkia to inject that ball in. Looked after so well. Great service. However, defensive side coming to the fore and doing such a great job in goal for Portfouad. Looking after his side. Ahmed Al-Shakaf. Kudos to you, sir.
It is absolutely heated in there as Mohamed Monsieur tries to intercept that one, but cleaning off the keeper's pads there was veteran Zamalek, jersey 13, entrusted to Mark Abdallah. As we see Jimmy on the ball to Izzah, to Ashraf, intercepted by Monsieur, jersey 9. Lays it back to Hamada. Hamada scans, forced to drive. Strong in his posture on the ball. I mean, really down on his quads.
You've got to be in this encounter, Ben. I think if you're a bit wobbly in those legs, you're getting pushed over.
Definitely pushed over, you will be. Play on signaled. Ball track back to Al Saeed Ahmed there. Osama Mohammed, jersey 13.
Just needing a touch to get past that Portfouad defender. Unfortunately, can't get that there as they'll progress from the midfield, this Portfouad side, and now working their way up the park for yet another attack, finding his marker. They've got a man who is on that baseline, however, taken off just a couple of defenders onto him. Slips and they crack back, and he'll send that back to the midfield for Portfouad, who are my side for this final, but they won't be champions in that manner.
Yes, still plenty to go, Moody. I mean, Mohamed Amr hounded. He is a danger man, but the higher press for me, noticeably from Sharkia. Portfouad a little short of numbers up front. You've seen a lot of players isolated at top D. Just 3 players around you. No option to lay off. All the legs are beginning to disappear from Portfouad early in the third quarter. Over the top it goes. Intercept by Mahmoud Samalek to Jimmy. Onto Ashraf. Ashraf scans. Travels with the ball. Eswat Zaid on it. It is heated, ladies and gents. Diagonal ball to Ragab Mohammed.
Ben finding his marker with good precision as they now look to make an entry past a couple of men. Portfouad still with an opportunity as they pluck that out eventually into the circle, but they can't make much of it. How many opportunities will they create before they get to celebrate?
I feel their best chance is at short corner time rather than the field goal. They are that lethal. Asked to bring it back is Tef Hamada.
Obviously, plenty of time. What do we
Over
expect?
the top. Yes.
You know, making sure that those opportunities, when they do come, that something comes out of it really, and they'll be hoping to plug themselves in that end of the park. Not long ago, you pointed out, Ben, how they haven't put enough numbers up front in that counter. Yes, look, it might be dangerous. You might not want to get caught unaware if you get turned over. But fortune favors the brave.
And brave are the youngsters of Sharkia, who've seemingly controlled things, especially so far in this third quarter. Portfouad a little over the pace, or under the pace. Monster of an overhead finds Monsieur. Was into the defensive half. Jimmy on the ball, hounded by Mohamed Monsieur. It is missed by an uncharacteristic mistake from Ragab Mohammed. Moksha spinning, tackled by Izzah. Holds.
Yeah, just looking, Ben, to get themselves going, get themselves into that good shape, draw out a couple of those Sharkia men who are not shy at all to, you know, venture into that opposite half, as we see Sharkia now on the attack. If he's able to pick it up past the second defender, can he put off a shot? Can't quite. And unfortunately will get called off of that ball on that encounter as Portfouad get away with it.
Yes, Abdallah, very elusive in his forward runs. I mean, intercept by Osama Mohammed, traveling across. It is a short corner, impeded for the stick block. to the shrills of Mohammed Amr.
He's pumped, he's animated, he's not happy with the work up the park from his teammates, Ben.
Yes, sir, he was just asking for them to just get it out of there. The pressure is seemingly mounting.
Was also very, very vocal during that half-time break as well. And obviously, one of the talismen within the side, one of the senior statesmen, he'll be calling the shots. However, will he have a say, or will the youngsters coming out of Sharkia have this as they do a little bit of a swap around to possibly impede the opposition players?
Moksha with that shot, asking his teammate there to deflect what seemed like a scuff shot. I mean, that's not fair. Chance here for Portfouad. Ahmed Reda.
Wow, we were Ben.
Wow. Whew, it is hot. It is hot. Jimmy.
Back to our action as Portfouad look to suck out a couple of defenders from their hiding holes. Sent back for Portfouad. It's that man controlling things for them at the back. Mohammed up to up. And just happy at the moment to slow it down past one defender. However, tough job to get through the defenses. Almost finding his mate, just goes past him. 2-all, 6:43 remaining in this, the third. Ben, exciting times at the moment.
Extremely exciting times, Moody. You don't want to go away from your screen, ladies and gents. Al Said Ahmed tracks it.
Looking to make inroads up the park, just unable to do so. So at the moment, Portfouad, they are being forced into more of the defensive work. However, Sharkia already back onto it. They've been able to hold fort. They've been able to, get that ball away just in time. And that was the reason we had that bit of frustration from the man at the back. It just feels, if you get a chance to clear it, just do that. It is a cup final. You don't want to be playing around at the back at all, because before you know, to side this lethal as Sharkia have been, they don't need a second invite. With just 5 minutes or 5.5 to go here. Again, a reminder, we are in Harare, Zimbabwe at the St. John's Astro for this stage of the Africa Cup for club champions. And it is the promised land we've reached. Who will walk up the pearlies? And a little counter, quick turnaround into the midfield, and wow, that'll certainly be a man making his way out to the bin. Bit theatrical, the dive, I felt. But the umpire will call it the way he believes best.
Yes, unfortunate entanglement in the middle of the field there. Has been very enterprising. Mr. Al Said Ahmed earns himself 5 minutes in the naughty chair. But if there's somebody or a couple of individuals to pick a lock of that Portfouad defense, it was that man on the ball. Has been quiet. Precision being screened for by the senior players. They're having a go at each other. They expect each other to perform at the utmost highest where it counts. No room for mistakes. It's not acceptable from this side. I love how they hold each other accountable, Moody. They have a go at each other on the field. He knows I'm supposed to do better.
Yeah, I think, to be a champion side, you've got to set standards. They have to be standards that, you all follow and understand ruthlessly, regardless of whatever stage or level you're playing at. I use it a lot as well, just standards, because that's a benchmark and everyone understands what you're trying to do. So to drop below that or to give a half-hearted effort, no, you can't be a part of us. And with those standards, Ben, you see, it almost becomes second nature rather, to put in that extra 25%.
Yes, you need to be playing at 125%, 200%, if you ask me. This is the Big Six. No room for lackluster performance. He was backing into the player. Hamada with the overhead to Mohamed Mansour. Watches it, keeps it in field. Cuts inside, needs help, does Mansour.
And just does the smarter thing on that occasion. He wasn't going to get through there, so just decided to drag it back up. And tell you what, eventually, something coming of it. Why are we doing that? You don't have a man making that run, Ben. You had a man to your right-hand side screaming for it, pretty much all alone. Home alone. Unfortunately, he couldn't get up to any nonsense.
Yes, a wry shake of the head by Osama Mohammed. As it is heated here. Is twisting, turning, dribbling, reverse stick. It is a lifted ball. Play on signaled. Ashraf runs round, hounded, intercepted by Osama Mohammed. Under pressure, being asked to hold Captain Idris across the field. 2 acres of space on the right-hand side, deep on the touchline. The baseline attacks, advantage, into the circle, searching for a short corner. I'm sure, swing and a miss. Hearts and mouths for the Sharkia defense, a lifeline.
Desperate times, Ben. Bodies on the line, bodies being thrown all over the show. A dive in just to get that away from the goal. That is Africa's holy grail in terms of club hockey, so why not? I mean, your side has as much history. Oh, looking to get that away. Which way does that call go? They survive. Sharkia will be looking to clear their lines, get out of that 23 they currently occupy. 1 minute 22 is all they have to survive before we get to our final break.
Pressure, lads, pressure. I mean, that swing there was pure panic. These players are fit, if you ask me, Moody. The way they are running, strutting up and down the park. I mean, the likes of Osama Mohammed, jersey 13, hasn't come off. Captain Moksha hasn't come off. Number 8 there in midfield. Mustafa Gamal hasn't come off. Atif Hamada hasn't come off. Cleared. It is charging forward come Sharkia. Moksha against Zamalek. Healing for advantage.
Yeah. Made the pass, it got away. Give it a couple seconds, nonetheless. Oi, I'll take that back.
Moksha. South starts. Hounded by Ashraf. It is a foul. Moksha gets through. Crash ball into the D. Almost causing something there. Jersey 22, Ahmed Saeed. It is still 2-2, ladies and gentlemen. 15 minutes to go. A chance, a glory. Either team with one hand on the cup. Stay tuned. Final 15 to come after this very short break. It all boils down to this. The pot is about to, it's simmering, Moody, ripe for the taking. Those who dare sneak into the kitchen and gobble a piece of meat. That cup at stake, 15 minutes between yourself and being edged in glory, edged in the lights. Moody.
Yeah, you've got to add to the history. It does not get bigger than this on this continent, on this beautiful continent. We've had an exciting couple of days, and now for the big one. Two Egyptian sides, obviously showing how well Egyptian hockey is doing, so kudos to those who work within those circles. You are seeing the fruit of your work. Didn't go, however, easy. A 1-0 victory in a semi-final, was it?
2-1.
2-1, I beg your pardon. Just a goal in it. Taken right to the death. And now here in the final. But kudos to all of the other sides that did take part. Looking for a bit of an appeal, but Sharkia on the up at the moment, working their way up. They seem to enjoy fourth quarter, Ben, and that's where those youngsters, you know, will look to run their opposition into the ground.
There's plenty of energy, as you saw from that counter-attack. I mean, it's absolutely madness out there.
Been a real pleasure getting the limelight on the African stage as the host nation. Harare, Zimbabwe 2026. Wow. Who will have the better memories, those in white or those in orange? Appeals all over the show. Let me breathe, says umpire. Not quite literally, but theoretically. Just relax, gentlemen, as I think it'll be Sharkia who will be asked to take on defensive duties.
Ashraf, jersey 20, back to captain Idris. Idris to Zamalek. Mahmoud scans to Ashraf, into the 25. Crash ball into the D, blocked by Saeed. Look at him go, ladies and gents. It is that man, Izzah, into midfield, onto Jimmy, holding up play perfectly. Just too far, but good work off the ball from Ragaba Mohammed.
Yeah, just good work off the ball. It's a statement you'll hear across different sporting codes. You'll hear coaches saying that you've got to work hard off the ball to give yourselves an opportunity, be it in defense or attack. Be in the right place at the right time. And for all you know, you put in a game-changing tackle, a match-saving tackle, or a match-winning goal, you score possibly. So
it's a full press on. Just the sole player, Mohammed Amr, against Mohammed Amr. And Esmat Zaid, jersey 30, in the screening role with Al Said Ahmed and Atef Hamada Moksha.
Oh, that one goes a begging. Unfortunately not quite able to make do with. Still plenty of time on the clock, 11:35 to go here under the lights in Harare. Very sad we've seen the back end of this, Ben. I'm gonna miss you all.
Can't we have a repeat next week, Moody?
This place has just been a buzz throughout the week. I mean, you're driving to work early in the morning, you're seeing a team bus here already with men or women out on the park putting in the hard work as early as 6:30 a.m. And I mean, you can't see that, you can't see the fruit of that when we get encounters this tasty.
Atef Amada, Esmat Zaid. Mahmoud Zamalek. Appealing for Amre up front to throw the bomb.
Running it up the top as Portfouad will look to go aerial on this occasion. If he hits his marker, he'll be chuffed with that. Unfortunately, not only finding the stick of a Sharkia man.
Twisting, turning, trying to create space. Ali Walid with going straight through his buddy, national teammate Mohamed Amr, who takes that challenge. He's down on his haunches. We'll take a pause, ladies and gentlemen, as the injured player is attended to. Just shy of 10 to go.
Yeah, medics will make their way out onto the park to attend to him. In the meantime, big thank yous do go to a couple of the hands that have helped up and partnered up in ensuring this runs smoothly over the past couple of days, or the past week if you may call it that. It's been a world-class outing. I'm sure all the sides, spectators, coaches, players can all agree. So cheers, a shout out to Packers, Believe Sports, Mr. Chandu Ice, Aerial School, Help Point, 360 Car Hire, Rooney's, Garfunkel's, Zimbabwe Hockey, the Sports and Recreation Commission of Zimbabwe, Africa Hockey, as well as the team bringing you this production live. Rising Stars.
The Stars have indeed risen up here, risen on the field, risen to the occasion. As Mohamed Amr looks to go through a couple of stretches. Pat on the back there from a teammate. Good sportsmanship shown. Substitution. Jersey 44, Mustafa Khalid replacing Mohamed Amr.
So we get to restart proceedings. It's Portfouad going forward, playing on the right end of the park at the moment. And into the circle. However, like a hot knife through butter, that ball went a tracer bullet right through the middle of the park. Goes unscathed, as neither side having anyone to possibly complete the job for their side. Hurting at that will be the Portfouad gentlemen after a good set piece opportunity they earn their side. However, Sharkia won't quite mind that with just under 10 to go in this, the final quarter. Cracking it through the middle of the park as well. Smartly letting that go. Will his teammate be able to loop around to it? Or has he created a chance for Sharkia? Cleared away just off the lines. Heart and mouth stuff there, Ben.
They breathe a huge sigh of relief there. Expect a big push from Sharkia. The likes
talked
of
about it.
Yes, the likes of Esmat Zaid. He is carrying a heavily scrapped right hamstring, but he's on the field. This is what it means to them. He's one of Egypt's top players, giving it his all, although on half a leg, or 1.5 legs, but still a standout defense, attack. Atef Hamada intercepted by Ashraf.
Yeah, with the advantage play going their way, Portfouad out into the circle, but yet again, no one to quite finish off the job. There's, what, 3 of them within that 23. I want a fourth.
It's tough keeping up with the pace.
At your age, yes.
Most of my age mates are on the field right now.
Hence we can't keep up. Ben, stop fighting me.
Go away.
You get your action underway tomorrow morning?
Yes.
What time is your push off?
9 o'clock. I will be on the field.
Right here.
Right here. And Hippo they're promising a hiding, but I've played them too many times to know them inside out.
As the curtain comes down on this brilliant tournament, we're still pegged at 2-all. Not knowing which way this goes. Exactly where you wanted it. You want a dramatic finish.
I'm here biting my nails. Debate here whether somebody was encroaching in the 5. It is ruled as a long corner. Jimmy back to Idris. Idris scans, checks. Back to Hamada. Apologies, sir. Zamalek. Zamalek over the top. Trying to find Mohsen Ahmed.
So advantage play for going the way of Sharkia. Oh, the umpire reaching out into his pocket, and that'll be a card being shown. Fighting for his life. Oh, not even arguing, pleading for his life. Both hands up. Mr. Umpire, I'm a good boy. Just laying down the law though. Manashe Mashoko, he's been there, done that. On this occasion, a yellow card shown. That Portfouad will go down. Will that be 5 minutes, Ben?
Yes, sir, that will be 5 minutes. Ill-disciplined Ahmed Reda. Atefa Hamada struts forward. One would have to say it is advantage.
Sharkia. As they look to continue to press up the field, they've got the numerical advantage as well, Ben, as they make a circle entry now.
Circle entry, it goes. Stalwart, Captain Idris finding the foot. It is a free hit here. Possession will be key for Sharkia if they are to unlock and take advantage of this numerical advantage as well. I mean, Moody, photo finish, 5 minutes to go. That player will only come back with less than a minute to play.
Yep, and by then, if Sharkia do their math correct, they play around the park the way they, should, with the advantage, with the ball on their sticks. Unfortunately, it might be too late. However, at the moment, Portfouad saying, yeah, we've done one, but more than capable to do the job as Sharkia survived that little scare, and unfortunately that just runs away from them. So it's got to be more clinical in these stages of this game, Ben.
Indeed, indeed, clinical it must be. Captain Idris scans, sends it out to the left. Mahmoud Zamalek trying to find Jimmy. Livid on the sideline. You don't want to look away. It is tense.
You can't afford to do so. Ben, just the intensity this has been played at, the pace it's been played at, we haven't felt rather a dip at all. It's just been a consistent approach, and that goal scorer again causing all sorts of problems for his opposition. And that number 13 jumper, Mohammed Abdul San, continues to keep fighting for his side.
In contrast, Moody, the Sharkia players are not appealing every call. It is coming from the experienced side of Portfouad. They are focused.
I'm a fan
They
of
are absolutely focused and know they need to just execute and get the job done. I know this is a very measured, mature performance that we're seeing.
We saw the same kind of attitude pretty much become the undoing of that Ghanaian side as well throughout this tournament. The Ghana Revenue Authority guilty of exactly what you just pointed out. Portfouad. I'd like to see them weed out of their game. Sharkia taking full advantage of that, channeling their energy correctly, and it's bore them plenty of fruit. It's frustrated their opposition.
Frustration all round. And Jantawi Mohammed there missing the ball. Sent forward, intercept. Ashraf, watch from behind. It's just a coming together of bodies. Ashraf appeals to umpire Mashoko. Ladies and gents, photo finish.
Yeah, certainly waiting in the wings. That'll probably be how that'll end. A photo finish. Portfouad on the up yet again, just sending that to the back. They've got the space, using the full width on that right hand side of the park, and now looking to urge themselves. They've got to spur themselves forward. 3 minutes, they get it into the circle, but it's Sharkia who are unleashing a little bit of a counter. Just can't hold on to it though. Whichever side does that, builds up well, gets themselves on the right end of the park at the right time and moment, they will smile.
Indeed, smile they will. Ashraf traps, hounded by Zaid and Mohammed Monsieur. It is a short corner.
Oh, up in arms. Up in arms, up in arms. Oh, the Sharkia men. You just spoke so well of them.
Yes,
Intensity, ladies and gentlemen. That kettle's boiling. She's whistling.
will it be the undoing of Sharkia? Will Sharkia be dethroned? Moksha tried.
So, to possibly extend themselves further up in African hockey history, Portfouad, a short corner attempt, worked out well. That drag, taken off the lines, easy as you like. Wow, that's all you've got to say. Sharkia survive.
Atef Hamada, put your hand up. Good sir. Wow, absolutely plucked that out of the air. That was destined for the top right-hand corner. Championship moment right there. Game match defining time. Wow.
Restarting from the back. 2 minutes on the official stadium clock here, 1:46 p.m. Wow. Sharkia defending for their lives at the moment. That will come over foot, so they'll get some good go forward ball. Taking it back, looking out to the right hand side. He's in the circle all alone. Can they finish off the job? Keeper throwing himself all over the show. Portfouad cannot convert. Sharkia survive yet again.
That man, Gamal Mohammed, with the fist bump into the air. Ladies and gents, he is absolutely pumped. Has been rock solid in goals. A standout performance from him. I mean, the defense holding firm, Moody, where it matters most. This side is definitely not young. Young at heart, maybe. Young on the birth certificate.
Counts for something.
Definitely mature. Mature performance.
Oh, Sharkia, boy, oh boy, have they come out to produce the goods. Wouldn't have, especially after the first outing when they managed to just level things right at the end. Didn't give him much of a chance, but putting on a show here and reminding us of why they are record-winning African champions as they retake that yet again. Going back to the side, looking to make a circle entry, a shot on, and it's put away by the men in defence for Portfouad. End-to-end stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. 30 seconds remaining on the clock. I think we are going to have to go to the decisive, not five, or advantage, top corner. I can tell you, that's almost shaved the paint off of that frame. Could that have been the moment with 11 seconds to go? I think we're going to go to a shootout, ladies and gentlemen, to decide this 2026 Cup final and the African Cup for Club Champions. You hear Hooter in the background. Nothing separates these two sides after two full encounters, Ben.
That was the moment. Moksha almost pulling off the goods. As you said, I feel sorry for that left upright. I mean, the paint is definitely missing. That shot, he put everything behind it, just skying it slightly, inches in it. It has finished 2 apiece. Portfouad, Sharkia, an absolute hockey masterclass. Africa hockey at its finest. One-on-ones to follow. Wow, just wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back in just a moment. Stay tuned. Do not leave. The champions await. Courtesy of the cruel one-on-ones. Stay tuned. a chance at glory. Sharkia, the defending champions, versus Portfouad. It is a one-on-ones.
Boy, oh boy, Ben. Wow. This is where we've gotten to. So after 2 encounters, aggregate score 4-all. The first encounter, a 2-all draw. This one today, well, after full time, 2-all. However, we do need to separate them on this occasion as we've got a bit of a situation to sort out. We do need a champion of Africa.
And an agonizing situation we do have. It will be Sharkia, their captain, talisman, Moksha.
Goal scorer as well, eh?
Yes, and goal scorer. Up against Magdi Mohammed in jersey 32 in goals. Sharkia starting first to take the advantage. It is Moksha. Tests his flexibility, jinking left to right. We are almost ready. The crowd in a hush. Umpire Mashawks. Striker Moksha versus Magdi Mohammed. Moksha. Decisive finish. It is a one-up to Sharkia.
Ben, he always looked confident stepping up to the plate. The skipper of the side, goal scorer as well. Ice in his veins as stepping up to the plate will be the skipper on the other end for Portfouad. It'll be Idris Mohammed Hussein. Idris, as he's known in his, free time, if one may call it that. So Portfouad with a chance here to get themselves on even Stevens, on a level pegging. As Sharkia managing to convert on their first opportunity. Man between the frame, Mustafa Aldernine for Sharkia. Will he have a say in it? Or will the skipper, Idris, as he's popularly known, have a say? He's not wasting time, has a crack at it, a second bite. It doesn't come off. And Sharkia celebrate that brilliant effort by the man in goal. Was that the right tactic to go with? However, with that, Sharkia find themselves none from one, whereas the opposition, beg your pardon, Portfouad find themselves none from one. The opposition, Sharkia, 100% accuracy at the moment, 1 from 1. Ben, take us through this next one.
Hearts in mouths, ladies and gentlemen. It will be Ahmed Abdallah, jersey 11, against Magdi. Abdallah twisting, turning. Abdallah precise, slots it into the bottom right hand corner. Raises his hands, says his prayers. 2-0 advantage Sharkia.
Heart and mouth stuff for this Portfouad side. The heads are starting to drop. A couple of their members of their team taking a bit of a stress walk, if you can call it that. As Portfouad, while they are none from one. Second attempt at the sticks. Their opposition 100% at 2-0. As this hush falls over, the St. John's taking up to the plate for Portfouad, who need him to convert here. They don't need a mistake. Keeper on the ground, and he slotted that to make it 1 from 2. And delighted, nervous applause from the men in white. And stepping up to the plate will be Sharkia next, who find themselves 2 from 2, Ben. On to the third.
Yes, scoring first in that opening goal of the match. Jersey 13, Osama Mohammed. Up against Magdi. Osama Mohammed, poised, measured, twists, turns. Looks to flick, sends it agonizingly wide, just wide, to the jubilation of Magdi Mohammed. Still 2-0 advantage to Sharkia as number 17, Ahmed Reda. 2-1, my apologies, 2-1. My apologies. Ahmed Reda steps up to try and level it for Portfouad.
Stepping up to the plate, he's with that miss, unfortunately for a side, brought things back together, much to the relief of those in white. Right on the Mediterranean, out for Portfouad. Here we go to possibly take a lead and just breathe some confidence into his side's attempt. The time on the clock, however, he slotted it, easy as you like. He sticks his hand up, thanks who's above. But no, that's been denied. Do the backstick, seeing the umpires and appealing that call. Boy, oh boy, needing to manage that little situation at the moment, which means they find themselves down yet again before Sharkia have a crack. Explaining what's happening on that occasion, the umpires set in their ways. So yes, just having looked back at the footage, Case Temple on the mark as always. Well, it's our call at the end of the day, so the umpires, while they're having their own discussion out on the park, that is just the three of them, the three men tasked with that. And yes, that goal being ruled out.
Yes,
But from the footage we've seen,
yes, we just rolled it back, slowed it down as well. It did appear to jump over and hit the backstick agonizingly. Ahmed Reda, a chance to extend the lead. It is, I think, number 9. Can't quite get a number. Must be Mohamed Monsieur Abderraham against Magdi. Mohamed Monsieur fakes, spins, cleared away by Mohamed Magdi. They would feel justice a bit. Calm down, he says, as that man, the myth, the legend, Jimmy, jersey 19, steps up. Moody.
for Portfouad, again, given a lifeline, handed a lifeline. As Ahmed Abdallah. Well, if ever, you know, as a kid, you always fantasize these moments, beating your room against that large mirror. This will be it, except there isn't a mirror here, and this is the real deal for Portfouad at the biggest stage in terms of club hockey in Africa. The Sharkia side, very vocal, backing their man between the sticks. As he comes out of his goal very confidently, can he convert for shot? Yeah. With that, a little celebration, you love to see that. And yet again, they've thrown that lifeline away, just as they get yet another bin. This is really, well, there you go, take it. No, I'll take the harder way through. I'll go over the hills for Portfouad. If they go down, they've got themselves to blame, I feel, Ben.
100% missed chances, but cometh the man, or cometh the hour, cometh the man. An absolute rock all tournament in defense. Lethal at short corner time. Called upon. That stick save to keep a side in the game. It is Atef Hamada, jersey 19, for a chance to retain. A chance at glory. Atef Hamada spins, sends it agonizingly wide. Unfortunately, that is it. Chance for him.
I can tell you, Ben, in the background, just before that was taken, the Portfouad's extra goalkeeper, Mohamed Hamid, he can't watch. He picked up his bag and he got out of the playing zone, as we'll now get to a sudden death.
I think this is the last attempt for, in terms of the picked players. Mohamed Amr with the chance. It's either now or never to save his team, to keep them in it, or hand the cup to Sharkia. Agonizing moment. If there's somebody to step up, it would be this experienced campaigner Moody in jersey 25 there. Mohamed El Hadi Hussein Ibrahim Amr.
So current score 2-1, Ben.
To take us away, Moody, your moment.
Just going to, trying to sort out a bit of confusion. But again, as you pointed out, in jersey 22, Mohammed, 25, I beg your pardon. Amir Ibrahim, for a side, for Portfouad, for the men in white, for African supremacy. Taking it up to the front, and tell you what, he's converted that for a side. He's kept him in it. And wow! Sudden death as well will be taken to Portfouad. Handed a lifeline. They brought themselves back into this one. Sharkia in disbelief. The umpires happy with proceedings at the moment, and we will go out to a sudden death, a shootout situation. Who would have thought after 2 whole games we're still even Stevens? Either sides cannot be separated thus far. And into a sudden death. Will it be Portfouad in the white or Sharkia in the orange? Listen, John Zastro here in Harare was very noisy about 10 minutes ago, and a hush has fallen over this arena at the moment. It'll be Portfouad having a man step up to the plate. Is it that man in 23 as well? Nonetheless, into sudden death time here. If you miss, that sees us get to the end of that. If you convert, your opposition get a crack. As again, a very loud silence bestowed over this arena. Converted it, easy as you like. He holds on to pressure. For his Portfouad side, Sharkia Ben with this in their own hands.
It's literally in their own hands. Moksha, talisman, hordes of talent. Magdi Mohammed, an absolute wall throughout the tournament, called upon. Older gentlemen versus the younger, very talented. A chance to keep themselves in it, to keep their one hand so far on the cup. Lifeline falls down to the captain. Moksha versus Magdi Mohammed. Moksha attacks, finishes decisively, knew what he was about. As Jimmy struts forward, jersey 19, opportunity for redemption for him. 1-1, sudden death, ladies and gents. Whoever blinks is out. Headshot. I mean, this one is ought to ring in the ears for weeks to come.
Quite literally, Ben, here we go for Portfouad. Pretty much years of sacrifice since his side were able to win it. 90 minutes of battle, but only 8 seconds to decide it. Here for Portfouad, stepping up to the plate. He's got to convert. If he misses, it's over. And he does, meaning Sharkia will have a crack. If they convert this, it is over. It will be done. The man out in the back for the Portfouad side, the extra goalkeeper, Hamid Mohammed, he hasn't been able to watch. He's gone off behind us, all alone, on his knees. Okay, just trying to deliberate and find out what's going on. The umpires.
It is 1-1, right? Although Portfouad did start, they have gone once. It now goes to Sharkia, advantage Sharkia. The ball in their court. rather in their pitch. It will be that man, number 11, Ahmed Abdallah, Zenom Ali, for glory. For glory. He scores this, Sharkia win it. They are primed. They are ready. He is ready. Abdallah, 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 Abdallah wins it for Sharkia, who are your 2026 Africa Cup for Club Champions. Champions, yet again, the team in orange, the men in orange. Wow.
Ben, that decision, while the umpires were still deliberating, and not quite. You're going to have to hold on to your breath here. It isn't over yet here in Harare, Zimbabwe. So the umpires bringing everyone together, saying, hold on, hold your celebrations. A moment of fame, a moment etched in joyous celebrations that started out for the Sharkia side have been put on halt. It's been put on ice at the moment. And chaos has ensued. Disbelief. Just waiting on that official call to be made, because as we see now, this isn't over. Sharkia up in arms in disbelief. Conversations all over the show. Wow, who would have thought? Two entire games couldn't separate them. Neither could your general shootout, and that discussion still taking place with the umpires. Which way does it go? I think we're still active, we're still alive here. This hasn't been written. The fat lady's still to sing. And we're beginning to pack away the kitten. The team analyst coming out of Portfouad, he pulled all of his equipment away as we all thought it was over. Ben, it isn't.
I had thought it was all over. My apologies. It had deemed to have been over, but overruled to an unfortunate backstick.
The umpire's been on the gun, quite honestly. You've got to give credit where it's due.
Brave calls. I mean, calling it as they see it and sticking to their decisions despite appeal, despite debate. My friend Zamelek needs to go and try as well. He's just trusting the strikers to do their duty. As Mohammed Amr, jersey 25, steps up to try and take advantage here for Portfouad. Gamal Mohammed in goals against Mohammed Amr. It is a penalty stroke for the stick. They are appealing for a stick block. It is frantic, absolutely frantic, absolute madness. The players, the coaches need to restrain themselves. Discipline is important. Ladies and gentlemen, it is absolutely heated out there.
Yeah, turning a little bit ugly. Not what you want to see, but yeah, they've got to keep their cool. Which isn't a good showing. Not how this should finish. This has now gone beyond the training ground. Beyond fitness levels, tactics. You can't pull out any whiteboards out here now. It's up to pure instinct. The nerve. Fortune favors the brave. And that is what this moment calls upon. In this, the cup final of the African Cup for club championships. For club champions, rather, I beg your pardon. Just show you the real magnitude of this encounter. Both sides will know full well everything about each other. Man and goals for Sharkia. He's on the ground. He's needing some attention. The players all over the park. You've got some still deliberating with the umpires, or trying to, I must point out. Some calm. The conversation's taking place. You still got the extra goalkeeper for this Portfouad side, Mr. Mohammed Hamid. He can't watch. This is a little too much for him. Taken a back seat, has left the playing zone and just waiting on the resumption of play here, but never seen anything like this in my life. Boy, aren't you entertained. Live here on the African Hockey Federation account 4. And then coming out of Rising Stars production, bringing you the goods.
I don't want to look, Moody. I don't want to look. I'd gone off to the corner.
Yeah, go join Mohammed Hamid behind us.
I mean, the players are giving it their everything. It means so much to them. It means so much, not only on an individual level, but as a team. It is tough. It is tough to watch. Entertaining. Thrilling. We hope the keeper is okay. He did take a knock. Did goalkeeper 16 Kamal Mohammed. Controversy.
Getting a bit cuddly at the moment, but we'd like to see that weeded out. We've had better than this, to be honest. Again, a thank you, I guess, must go out to all of the sponsors that have come together with Zimbabwe Hockey and getting this together. Just holding hands. Packers Believe Sports, Mr. Chando Ice, Aerial School, Health Point, a 360 car hire, Rooney's Garfunkel's, Zimbabwe Hockey, the Sports and Recreation Commission of Zimbabwe, the African Hockey Federation, and bringing you the stream, Rising Stars for the African Hockey Federation. We'll be getting up shortly, one would imagine. But all sorts of chaos at the moment. Boiling down to this. Months of preparation, sacrifice. And it is the two Egyptian sides left to battle it out on this big stage. An entire African campaign has been dragged to this. A shootout into sudden death as well. Man is back up, so we're most delighted to see that. Now stepping up to the plate next. Just closing out those running repairs to the man who was down, one of the goalkeepers. The Sharkia man, he's back up on his feet now, prepping their extra man in the background. Thank you, Ben. Bring me a nice refreshment, which is exactly what we need for moments like this. Hotting up, like we pointed out. You've got to throw away the whiteboards. You've got to throw away all tactics. This entire African campaign coming down to this, to moments like this. For Portfouad. And this is instinct, nerve and courage, bravery is what will be the difference here. Boiling down to this. And it's gone! He's taken it, he slotted that in to that left hand bottom corner. Sharkia, they need to convert or else that'll be that. Ben, you call the first one that you thought saw us at the end. Here you go.
Pressure. Players can't even look. Idris, jersey 22, on his back. It will be Mohamed Mansour Al-Dirham to keep his side in this. Magdi Mohamed, jersey 32, looking to the sky, praise to the gods. Mohamed Mansour versus Magdi for a chance. It is a P flick. It is a P flick. Magdi did go through the player. Inseparable they are, indeed. Moksha to step up for that P flick. Mudi.
Uses earlier, it must be against their religion to get on over the line and hold that African Cup. Because we're still here. Ladies and gentlemen, we would have thought this would have been done a good, 10 odd minutes ago. But no, a flick.
To keep his side in it, Moksha.
Misses this, and unfortunately that'll be the end, and it'll see Portfouad crowned African champions in 2026.
Moksha versus Magdi. Pace, power, precision into the bottom left. Oh, wow, you just can't look. At the same time, you can't look away. It will be the captain, number 2, Al Said Mohammed, popularly known in his ranks as Idris, with the chance versus Gamal Mohammed. Idris struts, checks left, checks right, takes the contact from Gamal Mohammed. It is a penalty stroke. That man again, Mohammed Amr, the talisman up front, will step up. A chance for the lead once again. It's going to be midnight soon, Mudi.
Midnight? Well, if these sides had any plans to depart early tomorrow, yeah, change that flight. An extra night in Harare won't hurt. See the bright lights. Been quite the spectacle hosting the creme of African hockey here in Harare for Portfouad. He's got to be calm. He's got to be ice in those veins. If he's able to pull out the stoppers, it'll be off the centre mark for Portfouad. Converted. And we go again, Ben.
Up steps Atif Hamada. Lola has had enough. Upstairs.
I tell you what, the man in the background who'd taken off his kit, packed half of his bag away, he's been called on. as he strides out back into the playing area. Mr. Mohammed Hamid. Job's not done, sir.
Definitely not done, as Magdi Mohammed has been tall, has been clinical in defense, as the old head of Mohammed Amr converts for his side. Advantage Portfouad. Drama, ladies and gentlemen, drama. This reality show, live and direct, brought to you by Rising Stars. We need a name for this one, Moody. What would you call this reality show of two juggernauts going at it?
Celebrations, heartbreak.
Atif, Hamada twists, turns, Hamada precise, raises guns to the air, signals to Gamal Mohammed, this is the chance, this is it, he needs to save this one, a chance to swing the pendulum back in Sharkia's favor. All the same, Portfouad, Ahmed Reda steps up.
Yeah, being score and your side celebrate. Score and a new hero will be birthed pretty much within his ranks for Portfouad. Very pacey, and wow! He was not messing around there, pulling that trigger.
Not messing around at all. Up steps Osama Mohammed, jersey 13. Championship stuff. Championship stuff. Credit to Magdi Mohammed. A Rai massager. He does have a limp to him. Gamesmanship, if you ask me. Just trying to catch his opposite. Osama Mohammed. Decisive. Dots it away. Punches the air. A hop, a skip, and a jump. Deadlocked, Moody. Hard to separate these ones. I mean, please put the kettle on. We're gonna need some tea or some cocoa. It is ice cold out there.
Like peas in a pod. The perfect Twix bar. Twins before birth. These two Egyptian sides refusing to be split. Boiling over beyond what human emotion could possibly handle. We still here. Jimmy has a call from some of the crowd backing the Sharkia man. He is regarded as Egypt's undisputed top man. So now they've just switched on over that order to try and separate these two sides. Sharkia, first up, you missed this, you're out.
Moksha Mohammed. Oh, Magdi Mohammed. My heart is absolutely racing, as I'm sure is yours back home.
I must point out,
the hold.
Ben's got both hands on me. That's how intense this is for him, as Sharkia taking it up. Can he convert this for a side? No! And that attempt is thwarted. So for one last chance, Portfouad, if they convert this next one, will be your champions. Hugs all over the show, shirts and hands and heads.
One did not expect that. Moksha with what would look like a routine finish, thwarted by Magdi, who has been rock solid, keeping aside in the game.
Ben, it seems any African final at the moment just won't or refuses to die a natural death.
As Captain Idris. El Said Mohammed, jersey 2, for the victory, for the cup. Lines up as Gamal Mohammed in goals, puts on his helmet, puts on his left mitten, stick ready, he is ready. Idris, El Said Mohammed, ready, struts forward, a chance at glory. Idris it is, up against Mohammed Gamal, reversing shot! What a save! Ladies and gentlemen, absolutely ridiculous. Mr. Gamal Said Mohammed. Wow, never say die attitude. Get out of here.
Wow! Which way does it swing? He sticks their hand up. Insane work at the moment. Throwing himself to the right-hand side, and that stick just getting onto the ball in order to keep his side in this one. He's done exactly that. The man in goal for Portfouad, I beg your pardon, for Sharkia. Mustafa Abdullah Rahman has kept his side in this one. And now on to their opposition, Sharkia. Will that moment prove a telling point in this one? Turns his back, left, right, left, right. Where does he go? Swings around and puts that into the right-hand side corner. Wow. African hockey at its finest. Hockey, world hockey at its finest. To separate these two sides seems a task of the highest order, a task that is almost unimaginable at the moment. A task that is still up for grabs. Sharkia getting the home crowd behind them, getting the home crowd to back them. Could that be the final little push that either side needed? I guess we'll find out.
Will this be the moment for Sharkia? It is advantage to them. Sudden death, one apiece. I mean, they do have advantage. Portfouad have to score. That man twice from the spot. Mohammed Amr, jersey 25, against rock solid Gamal Mohammed, who pulled off an absolutely unbelievable save. This might be it. Called in to take it. I'm shivering. Mohammed Amr. Gamal Mohammed in goals. Signal. Mohammed Amr struts forward to keep Portfouad in the side. Cool, calm, and composed. Keeps his feet 1-1 as he just goes to the crowd. Points to the badge of Portfouad. It is absolutely tense there, ladies and gentlemen. It will be none other than Mohammed Monsieur Abdelrahman, jersey 9, up against Magdi Mohammed, jersey 9, jersey 32.
I'm gonna stop calling it now, to be honest. I'm gonna stop building it up because it's been absolute cinema, to say the least. Sharkia, he's on his run. Time's running out on the clock. He's going to need to use it up soon, and it's over. He's run out of time. And wow, his stick goes flying, his helmet goes flying. Pulling out the stoppers for Portfouad in goal. And then to step up to the plate in shirt number 22 for his Portfouad side, Mohammed Accc. Wow, wow, wow.
It is advantage Portfouad. Monsieur, having missed, put the ball into Portfouad's court. It is the stalwart, the legend, Idris, or rather Iza, jersey 22 against Gamal. Twisting, turning, finds it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Absolute delirium. Lula, shirt off in the background. A photo finish to the end. Tears all around. High fives. Wow, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Wow. It is absolute scenes. Ladies and gentlemen, it is heated out on the field. Right. Time to get organized.
right, ladies and gentlemen, absolute theatre out here at the John Astro as we've just completed the African Cup champions. Coming out of Portfouad, Mohamed Zaki, our man of the match. Congrats, Mr. Zaki. Just going to chat to a translator. Chaos. Did you ever believe that the final would be this chaotic?
كنت مصدق ان الفاينل ممكن يبقى بالطريقه دي.
موضوع ماتش غريب بس لازم كان هيبقى صعب لان برضو النادي الشرقيه نادي كبير وهو بطل افريقيا يعني.
The events inside the match was strange, but match was difficult because of we play against Sharkia, the best team in Africa, so it was a tough game, yeah.
FC, and then obviously for your side, how much does this mean, you know, to finally claim your stake again as African champions? As you pointed out, Sharkia, 28 times champions. How was it to beat a team that good?
بيقول لك انت بعد اللي حصل ان انت تكسب الشرقيه بعد ما هم ابطال 28 مره، انت شايف ده الموضوع ازاي؟
احنا بننافس من اول البطوله على المكسب الحمد لله، وايا كان مين الخصم احنا مركزين ان احنا ناخد البطوله.
From the beginning of the tournament, we compete for take the trophy, and we focus to take the trophy against any team. Yeah.
Okay, and just talk us through just final words. How's your Zimbabwean experience been? Have you enjoyed it? Will you come back?
بقول لك انت في زيمبابوي ايه رايك فيها في الفتره اللي انت موجود فيها؟
الشعب رائع والاداء الاعلامي للبطوله كان هايل بصراحه. اول مره يكون في تغطيه كويسه يعني.
It was they are amazing, are kind people, the supporters, and the media is amazing, and it's the first time we find that this cover from the media to this event. Yeah.
Okay, well, congrats to Mohamed Zaki, champions as well, coming out of Egypt, Portfouad, taking it past normal time into shootouts, into sudden death. Ladies and gentlemen, African hockey at its finest as we close out the African Cup for club champions. Congrats to the Portfouad gentlemen who are your 2026 champions. We'll catch you for a longer presentation shortly. Thank you. Thank you. Congrats, guys. Thank you. Cheers.